Hey guys, it's GoldenSteelTV here. I'm sorry that it's been a month since I uploaded a Minecraft video. I had to deal with some issues off YouTube, so the only video I did was of a weather forecast video. But hey, I'm back on with the gaming videos once again. So I hope you're happy, and thank you guys so much for being patient while I had to get these issues resolved. Anyways, we're building a new city in Minecraft called Parkholm. We're done with downtown. We can start construction of the neighborhoods. We're gonna take down the sign since it's already being built. Meanwhile, I'm gonna resume the real project that I've been doing for 2 months now. We're 80 to 85% done with it. After that, it'll be done. Alright, here we go. while we get that real project resumed and done, let's talk about the things that have happened while I was away. Alright, as many of you know, all sports are suspended due to the coronavirus outbreak that's been going on since New Year's Eve 2019, when it first spread in the Chinese city of Wuhan, and once it spread rapidly throughout the US, it started to infect other athletes like Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz. As he wasn't sick yet, Rudy Gobert scoffed at the possibility of him being infected with the coronavirus, joking around by touching everything that was surrounding him. That was until it caught up with him. When it was first reported that Rudy Gobert tested positive for the coronavirus, the NBA decided to cancel the Utah Jazz game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. All games that were still going on at the time had to finish, and by the time these games were finished, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver decided to suspend the NBA season for a while. All games that were scheduled on the day Rudy Gobert was diagnosed with the coronavirus were canceled. And to me, it sucks that it had to be suspended, but it had to happen to ensure everyone's safety. And very soon after, many other sports leagues suspended their seasons as well. The NHL suspended the rest of the season too, doing the same thing the NBA did. And without sports to watch, things have been getting boring, with nothing to watch except for past games and highlights, you know? The only sport that in America that's unaffected is the NFL, since the season already wrapped up before the coronavirus outbreak even began. However, the only event that's been affected by the coronavirus that's NFL related is the draft, which is coming up in April. Although they have decided to go on without the audience, it's already spreading rapidly to the point that Trump extended the social distancing period, which could affect when the draft will be held. So if Roger Goodell, if you're watching this, please delay the NFL draft till May. This is to ensure everyone's safety and to follow the rules that we must follow by the government. Alright. I hope you're listening, Commissioner Goodell. And you have to listen to me if you're watching this. I know you may not although you may not have heard of me, that's my advice that I want you to take. Anyways, there have been athletes that got infected with the coronavirus as well. KD became infected with the coronavirus. Marcus Smart became infected too. As of now, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell are okay now. Just recently, they've been declared free of whatever is left of the coronavirus. So, thank God thank God both these men have recovered. Thank fucking God they have recovered. Alright. While sports had to be suspended or cancelled due to the coronavirus outbreak, the NFL free agency still went on as usual. In fact, we'll talk about the free agency signings and trades right now. Alright. The major trade that occurred during the free agency period was of the Texans trading DeAndre Hopkins to the Arizona Cardinals in exchange for running backs that underperformed in 2019. And all they got was, and that trade also included draft picks as well. Was it stupid of the Texans coach and general manager Bill O'Brien for trading DeAndre Hopkins? Well, yeah. I don't know what the hell was he doing when he traded DeAndre Hopkins. What did he want? Well, literally nothing. Just nothing out of that. Although the trade might have fucked up the Texans, it might actually benefit the Cardinals because they have their legendary receiver Larry Fitzgerald is aging and may not play any longer. So now they may have found someone who can be on his side as Larry is spending his twilight years of his career. Another major trade occurred was of Stephon Diggs getting traded from the Minnesota Vikings to the Buffalo Bills. And the reason that trade occurred was because literally Stephon Diggs actually asked for it. Early in the 2019 season, he became increasingly unhappy with the Vikings, especially with their quarterback Kirk Cousins, and his wishes of going to another team have been fulfilled already by getting traded to the Bills, and the trade could potentially benefit the Bills because they now have another receiver Josh Allen can work with, besides just Cole Beasley and John Brown. Alright. Nick Foles got traded from the Jaguars to the Bears after an unspectacular time with the Jags. Rather than keep his big old contract, they decided to give it away to the Bears. Since the Bears have a low salary cap, they asked him to restructure his contract, which Foles agreed to do. I'm not sure how this will benefit the Bears, since, believe me, they have a history of of using underperforming quarterbacks over the years, and especially recently. And I hope they do resolve that issue someday, but it's only a matter of time until they finally get their franchise quarterback. Anyways, we can now move on to free agency signings now. Alright. The biggest signing that took place was of Tom Brady finally leaving the Patriots for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And after spending 2 decades with the Patriots, since the year 2000 when he was drafted in the 6th round by them, Brady decided that his time was up in New England, and now he was about to spend his twilight years in Tampa Bay, rather than stay with the team to finish out his career. It was a shock. It was a move that shocked everyone, and that free agency signing marked the end of the Patriots dynasty that had dominated the NFL for 2 decades, which produced 6 Super Bowls, that brought them rings and a huge impact on the league and the history of its history. And so, yeah. How will I remember Tom Brady in New England? Well, I will always remember the times that I got to see him play for the Patriots, and I will always remember the legendary wins that he and the Patriots have had. And of course the legendary seasons that they've had, including the nearly perfect 2007 season that got ruined by a Super Bowl defeat to the New York Giants, led by Eli Manning in 2008. And most importantly, Brady will always be a legend in New England. No matter where he goes, he will always be one single thing: the GOAT. You could say whatever you want about him, but that's what he is. Alright. So he signed a 2-year contract with the Bucks, and afterwards he can retire, as now that he's found a place where he can spend his twilight years of his career. It's not easy having to see your legendary quarterback in a different uniform instead of a uniform with the team that they became a legend with, like Brett Favre in the Vikings uniform instead of the Packers uniform, Joe Namath in the Rams uniform instead of the Jets uniform, and in basketball, Michael Jordan in the Washington Wizards uniform instead of the Bulls uniform. Yeah, it feels weird having to see Tom Brady in the Bucks uniform instead of the Patriots uniform, but we're just gonna have to live with it, and you can't resist it. Now that the Patriots dynasty has been dismantled, what dynasties will rise above now that the Patriots dynasty is gone? Well, that's a good question, and I believe that there are dynasties that are coming up now that Tom Brady has moved to a different team. The Chiefs dynasty could rise above, especially now that they've won the Super Bowl this year, and the Ravens dynasty might sprung up as well now that they got an elite quarterback in Lamar Jackson and a pretty good defense as well. And another dynasty that could spawn from the free agency signing is maybe, I don't know who, but probably I don't know, but it's hard to tell, but only time will tell which dynasty will rise above now that the Patriots dynasty has disintegrated. The AFC East that the Patriots once ruled over could now be taken over by other teams as well. The Buffalo Bills could be one of them, given that they've reached the playoffs and now have a playoff caliber talent from free agency signings and trades that they've made over the years. And once more, other teams could vie for that position as well. The Miami Dolphins could have a lot of draft picks that they can use this year. One of them could be used for a quarterback, probably Joe Burrow or Tua, whose last name I still can't pronounce, or Justin Herbert, depending on who they draft this year. But like I said, only time will tell if they will rise above, especially for the Bills. But let's see what the future holds. Okay, enough of the Tom Brady talk. We could talk free agency signings now. The other ones. Ryan Tannehill, after a remarkable comeback season in 2019, signed an extension with the Titans. And will the Titans repeat themselves this year? I don't know, but we'll just see about that. Likewise, and there aren't too many quarterback free agency signings that are a big deal besides Tom Brady, and we could talk other free agency signings from players of other positions. Robert Quinn just signed with the Bears, although it's come with mixed reception, and that's all I can talk about of the NFL free agency. Alright. Alright. Let's talk about now that the coronavirus has suspended the NBA. Let's debate who will get awards in case they resume, or if it ultimately gets canceled. Alright. The MVP could probably be Giannis or LeBron or someone else. I don't know. And who could win the NBA Finals if it does resume? Maybe the Lakers or Bucks. I don't know. But we'll just see about that. There is a possibility that in case the NBA returns like in June or like in June, the playoffs could automatically start rather than let the regular season go on. And it's gonna be crazy. And you know, considering that the pandemic has curtailed the regular season, And one the NBA hasn't figured out the exactly when the season will resume, but Adam Silver said that he hopes to resume it as soon as possible. Let's keep that hope up for now, but we just don't know when it will resume. Let's just keep that hope up for now. All right. How I've been doing in quarantine? I've been doing all right. I'm still working on the scripts for the short films. However, due to the pandemic, only 3 short films could be released this year. With one of them supposed to come out late this year, could be delayed to next year. I'll continue to monitor the situation as it progresses, but for now, I'm still gonna work on the scripts and hope that once the pandemic is over, I can start filming. I can start producing these short films. Right. Alright. Until the NBA season resumes, we could talk basketball history instead of recent stuff that happened that involves the NBA with the NBA. Alright. Alright. Let's talk about the 1984 draft. The first person to be taken in that draft was Hakeem Olajuwon by the Houston Rockets. And to make the long story short, he became one of the best, if not legendary centers of all time. And brought 2 championships to the Rockets in 1994 and 1995, which were the years spent under MJ's retirement. And the person to be taken right after him was Sam Bowie, who was decent when he played, but unfortunately injuries derailed his career, and is considered a bust. Although I think it's unfair that he's labeled a bust for having an injury-prone career. He was not a bad player. Rather, it's just injuries and bad luck that derailed his career. And of course, the person that was drafted right after these two was, of course, the GOAT himself, MJ, or Michael Jordan, should I say. Taken out of the University of North Carolina by the Bulls. And you know the story. I'm not gonna tell you since you already know. Two more Hall of Famers were drafted that year. Charles Barkley was drafted by the 76ers and went on to have a legendary career and had 1 MVP in 1993 with the Phoenix Suns. Although he lost the NBA Finals to MJ in that year. Alright, this is the Burger King that I built. We're gonna take a quick tour at it, and then I'll continue to talk, and then I'll resume talking about what I was talking about earlier. Alright, this is the Burger King that I've built. It looks nice inside here, and we included the drive-thru. I'll start paving the road for the drive-thru after I'm done building the city. Alright, get back to what I was talking about. The other Hall of Famer taken that year was John Stockton, who was taken by the Utah Jazz, and was the one half of the duel that that took the Jazz to the NBA Finals in 1997 and 1998, which they lost against the Bulls, of course. The other half of the duo was Karl Malone, who would be taken by the Jazz the following year in 1985. Alright. And that's all for the 1984 draft. It's widely considered to be the greatest, if not best, NBA draft of all time, along with the 1996 NBA draft and the 2003 NBA draft. And here's a fun fact. All but one of the Hall of Famers from the 1984 draft class became part of the Dream Team that won Olympic gold in the 1992 Olympics. And that's a fun fact that I would like to share about basketball. Right. Alright. We're done talking about basketball history. We could talk whatever's on my mind now. Alright. The other stuff I've been doing in quarantine is playing the harmonica, which has helped me get through it and speed up time faster to get through the pandemic and the quarantine as well. I've been playing the harmonica for like 2 years now, and it's helping me become a better musician by opening myself up to being a musician and to get involved in music. I love playing the harmonica. It's what I will keep doing, and I've never lost an interest in it. I bring the harmonica with me everywhere I go, and it helps keep me calm if I'm in a bad place somewhere far away, or if I'm going through tough times in life, or right now that I'm still in quarantine. Alright. We're building the elevated section of the rail system, which will be the last section being built of the project. And I will build 2 stations to finish up the project, and once the elevator section is done, the rail system project will be finally finished. And the next video I will show is the tour of the new rail system that will be finished after this video. And it'll be a long tour just because the rail system is so long, and you know, I worked so hard to get the project done. Alright, this will be the site of a new high school that will be built after the city is finished. And this is where it will be. Mighty Mountain High School, the rival to Jerry Meadows High School, that I named after a school from Jacob Tutu, which was a show I watched on cable back in the day. The name Mighty Mountain comes from a rival school to Lakewood Elementary School in the show Arthur. Since I don't know a school that has the name Mighty Mountain, I decided that Mighty Mountain sounded cool and better for the high school that I will build after the city project is done. Alright. Alright. Alright, one last thing about... The only thing I want to talk about in the NFL draft is that... Who's gonna be the next Ryan Leaf or Peyton Manning? I don't know. Only the future will tell. I'll talk about Ryan Leaf later on in one of my future videos. But for now, I'll just talk about what I have left in my mind before we finish this video. Alright, we're going home. There's a lot of iron golems here. A shit ton of iron golems that are surrounding the village. Alright. To maintain the number of iron golems in the village, I will sadly have to kill some of them to keep the population in control. And we got lots of villagers too, so unfortunately I might have to kill some of them to keep the population steady. Alright, we're gonna go inside now and get some rest now that it's about to be nighttime. That's Hank and that's William, as you can see. Alright. And these are the stuff I got in these chest boxes that I have in the house. Alright. Let's see which one we could drop off. Alright, there's nothing we could drop off. We'll just go straight to bed. Alright, alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe throughout the pandemic, and I'll see you guys next time.